like a memory it falls, soft and warm, continuing, tapping on my roof and walls, and from the shelter of my mind, through the window of my eyes, I gaze beyond the rain-drenched streets to England where my heart lies. My mind's distracted and diffused, my thoughts are many miles away. They lie with you when you're asleep, kiss you when you start your day. And as I watch the drops of rain weave their weary paths and I know that I am like the rain, there but for the grace of you go I. That was Kathy's song by Paul Simon, played by Simon and Garfunkel. Although my arrangement was closer to the version done by Eva Cassidy a few years after, which is a lovely version. Check that out if you haven't heard it. That is, of course, a special song to me because it always makes me think of my Kathy, who is not so far away. She's in Morristown, but, you know, she's my Kathy. And I played that song straight from the charts of the Morristown Uke Jam. So take that link in the video description, download the free ukulele song sheet, grab your own ukulele, and you can play right along with this video. And if you'll be anywhere near Morristown, New Jersey, come out and play with us. Now, or in just a moment, I'll play, or I'll do a basic tutorial covering everything I just played, and at the very end, I'll do a slow motion close-up play along that you might find helpful. But right now, if you like the video, please like the video with a thumbs up. If you want loads more, subscribe to our YouTube channel. And if you want hundreds more free ukulele song sheets, each one with a link to its own free video tutorial and play along just like this one, then check out our Dropbox and then come play with us. Okay, now, just to let you know, I didn't do an easier version of this song, but the easier version of the song would come in two ways. You can play this in a much, much easier version if, instead of playing all the way up the neck like I was doing, and, you know, different versions of the chords, you just play a C. And if instead of the arpeggio, so that makes things easier with your left hand. Instead, you're just gonna do the straight chords. And then with your right hand, if the arpeggio is too hard for you, then you can do something like this. Sound even better if you pluck. Technically that's an arpeggio, but I'm going to pluck with my thumb and then with all three other fingers on the other strings. So my the drizzle of the rain, just like that, like a memory it falls, an easy song. All right, now let me show you what I did. First off, yes, I did those crazy up the neck chords because I wanted to make it sound more like Eva Cassidy's intro, and the instrumental portions that she did. But so I'm just gonna hold on to a C right now, and this arpeggio, I've only got 4 strings, and there's nothing particularly fancy about this arpeggio, so I don't need my pinky, and I can use an assigned string for each of my fingers. So you know which string each finger is going to pluck. It's the string that they're sitting right on. That's it. And counting from the floor, that makes this the 4th string. Yes, this is a low G ukulele. My dog has fleas. If you are playing a high G ukulele, my dog has fleas. I would play it the same way, but you can choose a different arpeggio if you want, or you can choose the strum or the pluck, however you like. But I'm going to show you the way I did it. First, my thumb. Now, the opening, the very opening, there's a pause after the first pluck, but that's the only pause in the entire song. So, pause, and then 3-2, that is counting from the floor. 4-3-2, and then 4-1-3-2. 4-1-3-2, 4-1-3-2. So it's the top, bottom, middle. And that's it. And you move your chords around and never pause, never stop, never change that arpeggio. Or if you're going to do the pluck, you can do that. Or if you want to do a pluck strum, you can do any of those 3, or you can make up your own. Or you can do something closer to what Paul Simon did, which was magical, but lots harder than what I did. It was lots harder. What he played was. Okay, now as far as the chord transitions, first I'm going to show you the simplest. Well, you know what? I don't think you really need, if you're going to play the simplest versions of the chords, then you probably don't need me to show you the chord transitions for the intro. You know what, though? I'm gonna. So start out with the C. Generally speaking, I'm going to use my ring finger on the C. So I'm just going to do a pluck. Each of those positions, by the way, on the song sheet, each dash or each chord is 2 iterations of the arpeggio or the pluck or the strum. So in other words, 1, 2, sorry, 1, that's 1, dash, 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 and then B flat, dash, F, B flat, C, B flat, C, dash. So see, I'm going through twice, or if you're plucking, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, then B flat, F, A flat, C. By the way, the only exception to that is the B flat major 7. I'll show you that when we get there. That timing of that is a little bit different. It's more toward the backside. It's delayed. But every other chord comes in right on schedule. So again, in the intro, if you're plucking, okay, so that I'm starting with a C right there, and then I'm going to go to a B flat, and unfortunately, yep, I have to pick that up and put it clear across the fretboard. But then from that to the F is somewhat easier because my index finger is basically already in the right place. I just have to arch it so that it only covers 1 string instead of 2, right? So my middle finger is going to move over just 1 string, and that's the difference between my B flat and my F. It takes very little movement. Okay, so I got my C, and then my B flat, F, B flat, C, B flat, C, B flat, F, B flat, F, B flat, and then we get to the verse. I hear the drizzle of the rain, and it starts out exactly the same as we were just doing, and then like a memory it falls. Now you notice this whole time, other than the C, my index finger is stuck to the fretboard. You know, F, B flat, F, B flat, F, B flat, F, and then, oh, B flat, F, and then to the C7, I just roll a little farther back so that I'm only covering the first string. You know, here I'm only covering the second, here I'm only covering the first string. and I haven't picked up my finger. Like a memory, it falls. And then we're back to F. Yes, I have to drop a C, which is completely different. And then the F, and then B flat. So it's 1, 2. That's how I'm doing that. So there's a delay on the B flat major 7, but also from the B flat, I can leave my index finger exactly where it is, and I'm going to drop my middle fingers onto that to create that B flat major 7, and then I'm just going to pick up my middle finger for the B flat 6. So tapping on my roof and walls, and that's it. The interlude is basically like the intro. The outro is basically like the intro and instrumental verse. So now I'm going to show you the chords that I actually played. This is a C. See, this is a C. So is this. So is this. Right? Those are all C's. They all go up the fretboard. So you can play this together with somebody who's playing the simpler version, and they'll both be right. It's just a C. Okay? But I like the way this was formed, so, or the way it sounded. Especially what it did with the A string. I like the way it gave sort of a melody. So a B flat shape on the 3rd fret, that's the C, and then a pinky way up here to make it even higher on the fretboard. That's why I call it a 3rd position C. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so fortunately you have all the time in the world to form it before you start plucking, right? And then you're just going to leave your hand in exactly the same shape, move down 2 frets for that B flat 2nd position. And then from there to the F, again, your index finger is doing the same thing it did in the easier versions of the chords, and your pinky is just kind of sliding along. It's sliding down 2 frets to create that 2nd position F. So and then back up 2 frets, and down 2 frets, and then F to B flat. And that's it. That's the entire song. Everything else I've done, or everything else in the song, is just duplicating those parts. So here's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to play slow motion, close up on my chord change in hand. I'm going to go through the intro, and the first 2 verses, and then the interlude. All right? And you can play along in slow motion if you like. Now, it's kind of a slow song already, but I'm going to play it even slower. Here we go. 5, 6, 7, and... Sorry. I think I might have counted wrong. Sorry about that. Here we go. I hear the drizzle of the rain, like a memory, it falls. Soft and warm, con-tin-uing, tapping on my roof and walls. And from the shelter of my mind, and from the window of my eyes, I I gaze beyond the rain-drenched streets to England, where my heart lies. I'm gonna go right to the interlude now. That's it. See you Wednesday. Bye.